EMS-14 respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
A shocked and devastated Diddy.
It was always between those two, physically.
Get ready for an exclusive investigation into why Kimora Lee wants to reopen the intriguing Kim Porter case.
Kim was not found unresponsive in bed. She was discovered on the bathroom floor.
Brace yourself for unexpected twists, alleged foul plays, and hidden truths. In this video, we will uncover shreds of evidence.
We have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia.
And shocking realities that challenge your beliefs.
He was like mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me.
Is Kim Porter's death a homicide? Did somebody want to get rid of her? And why are those close to her wish to reopen her case? Let us start with the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office revealing that model and actress Kim Porter passed at the age of 47 in her Toluca Lake, California home. The authorities had been uncertain about the cause of her death, but after several months, it has been confirmed that lobar pneumonia was the cause. They have classified her manner of death as natural. Following her passing, an autopsy was conducted the day after, but her death certificate initially listed the cause of death as deferred. It's worth noting that Porter had been experiencing flu-like symptoms leading up to her unfortunate passing. Following Kim Porter's passing, her friends took to social media to express their grief and share their memories. One of her closest companions, Kimora Lee Simmons, posted a deeply touching message on her Instagram saying, "I cannot stop crying, but I will be strong for you. Gone way too soon. WTF, I am in shock. To my beautiful friend and sister, I love you. This is unbelievable. When I first heard the news, I was angry that someone would play such a stupid-ass joke. They said you were in your room sleeping. Okay, and I rushed to your house to tell you to get up and come your ass outside. But soon as I arrived, I realized you would not come." Now, there are swirling rumors suggesting that Kimora Lee is among those who are interested in reopening the case surrounding Kim's untimely demise. The reason behind this is the sudden nature of her passing and the questionable circumstances and timing surrounding her death.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead.
Well, mysterious deaths are not uncommon in Hollywood, as we've witnessed with the likes of Michael Jackson,
The king of pop has died.
Tupac Shakur,
shot and killed Tupac near the Las Vegas Strip.
Marilyn Monroe,
One of the most famous stars in Hollywood history is dead at 36.
Elvis Presley, and many others.
Elvis Presley died today. He was 42. Apparently, it was a heart attack.
However, what sets apart Kim Porter's untimely passing as one of the most intriguing deaths in Hollywood? Let's delve into that by starting with a thought-provoking video featuring Jaguar Wright.
Kim died from pneumonia. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
You know, it's interesting when you consider Kim's connection to Uptown Records. In this interview with Jaguar Wright, almost everyone mentioned in that interview has unfortunately passed away.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died.
Al B. Sure has actually just come out of a coma that he was in for a whopping 2 months. Jaguar, in fact, directly accused none other than P. Diddy of being the culprit.
Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog, too.
To provide some background, P. Diddy, a renowned rapper, songwriter, and record executive, had previously started as an intern, but eventually worked closely with Andre Harrell, the founder of Uptown Records. Sadly, Andre Harrell, one of the individuals mentioned by Jaguar in her interview, has tragically passed away.
Andre Harrell is dead.
Now, returning to Diddy, it's worth noting that despite never having been married, he has managed to father 7 children with 4 different women. One of his women is Kim Porter's, and they share 2 kids. At the time of Kim's passing, it seemed like he had maintained civil and friendly relationships with P. Diddy, or at least that's what they wanted people to believe.
It was always between those two, physically.
Because rumors have it that P. Diddy has something to do with Kim's untimely passing. In a now-deleted Instagram post, Al B. Sure is totally convinced that Kim Porter didn't die from pneumonia. He strongly implies that she was actually murdered. He took to social media and posted about it on his Instagram account, although the post has since been removed. "We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health, as well as laughing seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater. I'm going to leave it here." He got really emotional and shocked everyone with a story, claiming that his ex-wife, who was also once involved with Diddy, was a victim of foul play. He firmly believes in this theory, and it's definitely caused quite a stir. Now, if we take a closer look at the deaths associated with P. Diddy, things start to get pretty shady. Firstly, we have Andre Harrell, the founder of Uptown Records, who tragically passed away due to heart failure. Then we have Heavy D. He collapsed outside his Beverly Hills home, initially raising concerns about pneumonia. However, an autopsy report revealed that his cause of death was a pulmonary embolism caused by a blood clot in his leg. Al B. Sure suffered a collapse while working on new music in the studio and was swiftly taken to the hospital. He then slipped into a coma that lasted for 2 months. Lastly, we have Kim, who had been a long-standing employee of Uptown Records. She was discovered lifeless in her bedroom and was known for her extensive knowledge of the business. Do you know what makes this whole situation even shadier? 3 out of the 4 individuals mentioned, namely Kim, Heavy D, and Andre, were actually in the process of writing their tell-all books just before their untimely deaths.
But I wanted to let you know that Kim Porter's book is finally in progress and will be released in blank of blank.
Now, let me tell you, those so-called coincidences are not the only things that have got those closest to her wanting to reopen her case. According to Diddy's friends, he mentioned that Kim had sent the twins to him because she was reluctant to have them around because of the flu she had. He said 3 days before she passed, she wasn't feeling well, she had the flu, and she sent the kids over to my house so they wouldn't get sick. One night I was checking on her, and she was like, "Puffy, take care of my babies," he candidly reveals. She actually said that to me before she died. Kim's friends also raised concerns about the circumstances surrounding her death. Despite the official report stating that Kim peacefully passed away in her sleep due to pneumonia, there were some puzzling details that needed explaining. For instance, there were traces of blood found on Kim's pillowcases, and there was even a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor leading to the bathroom. It's worth noting that Kim was not discovered unresponsive in her bed, but rather on the bathroom floor. This raises suspicions that if she was found in bed, she might have been deliberately placed there. Now, we can't confirm if the friend who shared this information was Kimora, but considering she was one of Kim's closest friends, she likely had her own doubts. Taking into account Diddy's troubled history with women, it wouldn't be far-fetched to consider reopening the case and pursuing a wrongful death lawsuit. Let's not forget that this is the same man who got another woman pregnant while Kim was also pregnant. As if cheating on Kim with a side piece wasn't enough, he also subjected her to verbal, emotional, and even physical abuse.
He was like mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me.
Just weeks after Diddy shared a heartfelt tribute, an unfortunate incident occurred. Burglars managed to break into the very home where Porter had tragically passed away. According to TMZ, the perpetrators pried open a side door at the Toluca Lake residence, which is owned by Combs, ultimately triggering the security system. Not to mention Jaguar's interview, where she mentioned the existence of poisons that can imitate symptoms of a heart attack or pneumonia.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
They discovered toxins in her body, serving as evidence that she had been poisoned. However, something strange happened during the investigation. The coroner who first handled Kim's case sadly died just a few weeks later.
Ed Winter, a coroner to the stars who handled many high-profile cases, recently passed away. He was the coroner for Kim Porter, and we all know the speculation that surrounded that case.
Can Kimora and Kim's family successfully reopen the case? Stay tuned for the latest updates on this intriguing investigation.